Ho ho ho! I might be early, but I come in present. Santa didn't want to spend money this year, so he got himself some sponsors. I am an ugly Santa Claus.
Owned.tv offers beautiful animated overlays that will make your stream look better in no time. Whether you want a Christmas theme for the coming holidays, an officially licensed Call of Duty Warzone theme, or any other style from their huge library of completely animated overlay packs, they have it all and they are optimized for Twitch and YouTube streaming. Besides overlays, their best-selling services are the two emote makers, which will let you create static or animated emotes for your stream. If you want to get your own graphics, go to owned.gg/tvn or click the link on top of my description and use my code TVN at checkout for 50% of the price. Now, in the previous video I filmed, I used this desk here. It's from IKEA, it's IKEA Melm, but actually there is a side table right here that should come out of the desk, and I kind of regretted that I didn't use it in that video because it looks pretty sick. And I want to mention this already because I'm really looking forward to it. I've ordered these LED profiles and Govee sent me the most advanced RGB gaming strips that you've probably seen. However, I'm gonna put them in these diffusers because I saw an awesome example on YouTube of a person using these RGB strips. I just had to make this myself. So these are the two planks that will form the side table. So this side shelf is on these rails and I can't wait to see how it's gonna look. And it's also on wheels, so it's very easy to hide it and then just pull it out. Now it's kind of sad that I have to break down my current setup for the other one, but it's going to be absolutely worth it. Now the goal should be to be streaming here, and so the camera will be like this, and then the PC next to me should be in the frame, as well as the Christmas tree that's gonna be right there. We kinda do have a gap, so what I'm gonna do is, besides positioning one monitor right here, I am gonna use another monitor and then put it here, and then that would be to read chat. Now I am super early this year, but it's time for the Christmas tree. So the tree is gonna come over here in this corner. The green already looks good and makes this setup look much more colorful. Since I'm 6'5", this tree is about 6'4". Yeah, right. Now these are outdoor lights by Govee, and they're actually perfect for a streaming setup, especially Christmas, but also in general. Making your scene more interesting as a streamer always helps, and these lights are definitely gonna do that. And so you can use these lights as string lights to hang from one point to another, or you can use the clamps that they come with and then use those to connect them to your tree. Okay, let's turn them on so we can get a preview. There we go. Now before we continue adding more lights, adding more peripherals, I need to figure out the framing of the streaming camera. For this video I bought a really exciting camera. Lots of you have been asking me to check this out because this should be a perfect option for if you want to make the step to streaming with a real camera. This is the lens that would come with the camera if you would order the kit. Now it's 4K, it has amazing autofocus. It is being advertised as a camera for vlogging. By the way, I'm looking at the previous screen there. The tree is absolutely amazing. You can also easily change the theme. This is a Christmas theme, for example. You can change it to one specific color. I could choose red or purple. In my previous video, I did use this here. Usually, I would use something like this. This is a desk clamp, and then I would attach the camera on top of it. However, stuff like this clutters your desk. It's all over the place. And recently, I found this, and I didn't really go into it in the previous video. You can open this back panel and then just clamp it on top of your monitor. Then this ball head, this can go on top of the mount, and your camera can go on top of that. This way you can reposition the camera with the ball head, and it perfectly holds your camera without any arms being on the back of the desk, sticking out there, being in the way. I adjusted the settings a bit, and I did also change the lens. Now you will see it from here. This one is the Sigma 16mm f1.4. This is an extremely popular lens by streamers with this kind of camera, and the blur you see now right there and then also on the tree is the biggest I can get with the kit lens. Now I'm gonna switch to this lens in 1, 2, 3, and this is what it looks like with that lens. Now, is it a huge difference? Probably not, but it is a difference. It looks a bit more smooth because of the background blur, and so some people decide to buy a camera like this without the kit lens and then buy this Sigma lens together with it. I'm gonna turn on my PC too. This one looks awesome. Should be on this stand. Now on my usual desk I use it like this because I think it looks pretty clean. However, since we're building a crazy RGB Christmas setup, I'm gonna use it like you should, and that's like this.
which looks pretty sick to be fair. Also, if we aim the camera right, then the PC and the Christmas tree should be on one side of me. And I think that I'm gonna connect these LED strips in the LED profiles that I showed in the intro. So I used an iron saw or a steel saw, I'm not sure, but I used it to cut these two profiles, and as you can see, now I can make a clean corner. I'm gonna connect one of them here vertically, then the other one comes over here. Or it doesn't. And so then it is time to stick the LED strip to the inside. Now this should work as a first test. The corner was a bit tricky, but I think I kind of managed it. So I'm going to attach both diffusers. I'm not gonna claim that it's perfect because I don't have the right tools for that, but it does look very clean. Well, at least from far away, which kind of is the purpose. Let's connect the controller. I turned off all the lights. Let's check out the result. I'm gonna turn it. Oh, look at that, it's so smooth. Even the corner that we made looks amazing from afar. Let's check out something else. Oh, that is so awesome. It's gonna look even better when we have more of them. Let's test out another one. Oh, that's even better. Okay, the possibilities are gonna be endless. Let's turn on the Christmas tree, then the Govee Glide Hexa panels on the right. This is absolutely amazing. I made a small piece that perfectly fits this corner. Let's check if I measured correctly. And I did. Look at how clean this is. Alright, so I finished the whole strip. It looks absolutely amazing. Look at this, that's very cool. I also like this effect, especially the start, but after using this, which looks amazing, it does this and it doesn't really stop. Now, whoa, look at that. Alright, we got a new upgrade to the streaming setup. You can't really see the PC next to me. The field of view just isn't there. Now, if you want to get these string lights or these RGB strips, there's a Black Friday deal. By the way, these string lights are also perfect for your desk, because since there are twice as many LEDs per meter compared to other strips, the lights behind your desk, behind your TV, or for example like that, will be twice as strong. Now I will show the Black Friday deal information on the screen right now because it's different for Amazon and for their website, and you can find the link to both of these products in the description. So this here is the microphone arm, and the reason I think it looks so good and not like all cheap microphone arms is that it's a very beefy thick arm. So I'm gonna connect it to the side table, and the microphone, well, microphone and audio interface combo are really exciting. They're from Beacon, and this has been out for a very long time, but I've never really gotten to check it out. So when they asked me if they could help me sponsor a video, I mean, why not? I really want to check it out. It's a product that most people love. The microphone is very heavy, by the way. Let's connect the mic to the arm. This microphone arm is definitely very sturdy. It looks great. The Beacon mic is very close to my mouth now. And then besides the Beacon microphone, we also have the Beacon audio interface. And the reason I was so excited about checking it out is that this gives you complete stream control. So these knobs here are going to be for your volume, for example, microphone, music, game. However, you can change what you will hear in your headphones separately from what the stream will hear. So you could be adjusting the music volume of your stream, but then separately the music volume of yourself. Now, before we can check out the audio interface, we of course need a keyboard and a mouse. And I bought yet another wireless mouse, the Logitech Pro Wireless, and it looks like this has kind of a different shape than the other ones. The one I'm using right now in my main setup is the Razer Viper Ultimate, and the Razer one is a bit more flat, just like the Glorious Model O. Those are kind of the same, but the Logitech Pro Wireless has kind of a bulge on top, and I have to say I kind of like it. It fits my hand. So for the mouse pad, since this is a Christmas setup, we definitely needed RGB. This is a mouse pad I've had for a very long time. Now, a lot of you always ask me in the comments, hey, what do you do with your gear after you build a setup and you break it down? Well, I put it on a shelf for when I need it in the future, and this is a perfect opportunity to bring an item back. It is from SteelSeries. It's the SteelSeries QCK Prism, and I'm not sure how well you can see it, but I do have a hole in the desk, and it is for hiding the cables of an RGB mousepad or a keyboard. I drilled this hole in the previous video when I used this desk without the side table. Now in that setup, the position of the mousepad was like this, so in that case you can easily hide it, but now I need to put my mousepad like this, so it's gonna be kind of a challenge to still hide the cable. When you have situations like this, you can always use double-sided tape, because that way we can fix the mousepad in a certain position and then also the cable. I'm thinking very seriously about bringing out a cable management kit. Not sure if I said it on the channel yet, but I want to compile a cable management kit with like double-sided tape, cable strips, also things like this to hold cables. So you put them somewhere on the desk, Most of the time this is for the back of the desk, and then you push cables through. And then let's say you need to charge your mouse, for example, then this will be on the back of the desk, and you just pull it out, you plug in your mouse, it stays in this position, and then when you want to get rid of it, you just push it through again to the bottom, and then it just hangs there till you need it again. Now, not all people know about all these cable management things, and I would really like to bring out a kit with like a bunch of stuff you could need, and like a very handy box that you can put in a closet and then just take out when you want to change your setup or make some adjustments. All of this stuff is so useful. I would really appreciate it if you would let me know in the comments what you think about this, if you think this is something you would be interested in. So anyway, I was getting this double-sided tape. I'm gonna attach it to the bottom of this mouse pad, make sure the cable is behind it, and then just tape it to the desk. And now this cable here isn't going anywhere. And so this keyboard, the SteelSeries Apex Pro, I really wonder what the typing experience is gonna be, since I'm not 100% sure, but I think I didn't get to choose my switches. Now the wrist rest feels very good. The SteelSeries logo on it is also very clean. Now for the switches, it says OmniPoint adjustable switches. You should be able to adjust at which point they register your click. So you could set them up that as soon as you kind of touch them, they register a click, or you could set them up that you need to push them almost to the bottom in order to register. So for gaming, which is also the purpose of this keyboard, this is extremely useful. And we can also push the keyboard cable through this cable management hole. This absolutely improves the setup. There's no cables going to the back of the desk. Okay, so Amazon got me again. Now I shouldn't be laughing because this isn't funny at all, but as you can see, usually the USB is right here, but a while back I bought this black Razer Viper Ultimate. It was a renewed one. It didn't come with a USB receiver, so this time I thought I'm definitely gonna buy a new one so this doesn't happen again, and they got me again. So this is gonna get returned, so we're gonna use this one. This is the Logitech G305 Lightspeed. It did come with a receiver. It's also a much cheaper mouse. I did use it in a previous video and I really liked it. Another thing I would put in the cable management kit: cable binders, the most important thing to keep your setup clean. The microphone also has RGB, also the keyboard as well as the mouse pad. The SteelSeries software also immediately opened. If you go to engine, we can see the RGB mouse pad here, we can see the keyboard. So I'm gonna plug in the Beacon Mix Crate, and I can already see the mix switching. So as I was talking about, I guess it's gonna be this button. As you can see, this is an audience icon, and then this is a personal icon, and I assume I will immediately be able to switch the volume of the microphone, of the chat, switch to the audience mix, and then change the music volume. Maybe make the music more quiet because I want to focus on my game without completely turning off the music, so I can still monitor what song is playing. By the way, I'm gonna quickly unbox this headset. It's the HyperX Cloud 2, and it comes with different ear cushions. That's the first time I see this. It also comes with a microphone, but luckily enough, it's detachable. So Santa Claus has a big head, so let's see if it fits. That's kind of good. Now it's also a bit noise cancelling, not active noise cancelling, but I do hear myself a bit weird when I put it on. Now this combination is absolutely perfect because, as you can see, the aux cable is very short. However, that's perfect because we can plug it into our microphone. This way we can have lag-free monitoring if that's what you want. A lot of people want to hear themselves while they are talking. And so this here is the software. My editor will add the software and the Beacon Mix Crate next to each other, and as you can see, when I touch these knobs here, the same thing is happening in the software. And then under music, if I unlink this, then I will be able to make the music more quiet for myself, switch profiles, and then make it louder for the stream, for example. And here on the bottom you can see my microphone volume in this wave, and we have a speaking area and then a peak area. Now we can set up a lot of things here. This isn't an in-depth tutorial, I'm not gonna go over everything, but this equalizer here is very popular, for example, to increase the bass. You will hear the difference. You can also increase the highs. This is usually what people do, and then maybe lower the mids a bit, and you will probably hear the difference. But right here you can also see presets. We have a low broadcast voice, and there is also a higher broadcast voice. So then on the bottom there are a few tabs. As I said, I'm not gonna go in depth, but you can change the gain here. Then in this tab you can enable noise suppression, choose the type of compression. Then there is an expander and a compressor. So these are pretty in-depth effects, definitely not for now. And so then under the mic settings here, we can also go to lighting, and here you can choose a different theme. You can take a solid color and then just change it. You can also choose a gradient, and that's pretty cool. As you can see, we can change speed and direction, for example, to 3 or 4. And as you can see on the mic, the colors are turning around the microphone. Oh, by the way, you can add more things here. For example, your browser, your game. And then now on the Beacon Mix Crate, this arrow will light up because we can cycle through all of the screens. My stacked monitor arm just arrived. Now I just finished building the monitor arm. I didn't want to show the boring process, but look at how big this is. So with this one you can choose between the really big stand or drilling a hole in your desk. However, a lot of people don't want to do that, so I wanted to check out the stand, see if it's sturdy enough. So let's see how it handles this huge monitor. All right, I think it's holding up pretty well, and It even looks good. I'm gonna add the one on top as well. I've never really built something like this. Now I made a few changes to the setup. By the way, I'm gonna show you something to hide those cables. I added the screen right there and I left it on the stand on purpose. This is for the stream chat and I just feel like it looks very cool. By the way, look at these screens. That is so epic. The camera also changed position because if I would have put it right there, the screen would have been even higher. And sitting at your desk, this is already gonna be high. Now I did already show this trick in a previous video, but I'm gonna do it again. But you can take an IKEA Linman tabletop and then use it as a false wall under your desk or behind the desk. And since all this white IKEA stuff is the same color, you can see that this just fits perfectly. If you take a smaller one from IKEA or you cut it like I did, then I think we can use that one on the right. Let's see how that looks. And look at the end result. This is so clean. Now I really enjoyed making this build. Links to all the gear I used are in the description. Don't forget to check out my OBS Studio Skillshare course. It's free to watch for 1 month, so the link